I'm so awkward. I don't know how to start videos. So it's Saturday the 11th. I woke up this morning at like 5 a.m., couldn't fall back asleep. I was like, well, what do I do? So I actually went to Target. I did my groceries for the week. I came back, I put away my groceries. Everything's fantastic. And I was about to start reading and I was like, wait, okay. So I had surgery 5 weeks ago and I've been home after surgery and I returned to work exactly 1 week from today. That's not why you clicked on this. I am currently reading The Housemaid's Wedding and I was about to get back into it. It's a very short story. I think it was like, wait, I returned to work in a week. I'm not going to have, days on end to do a fun little 24-hour challenge. So I kind of thought I wanted to do that today. I have a few books here that I'm thinking I want to get to today. If I don't, that's fine because, whatever. It's a 24-hour reading challenge. I actually tried doing a 24-hour reading challenge in December because I was like, I'm going to read my holiday books. Well, it didn't happen because I started that video, filmed the whole intro. It was all nice and cute, had my hot chocolate, sat down to read a holiday book, and I was like, I am not in the mood for a holiday romance right now, especially. So I was like, what am I doing? I'm not going to force myself to read books that I'm not in the mood for. Anyway, so it's been a month since I tried that. And now I'm like, listen, I have quite literally a variety. Okay. So I'm currently reading The Housemaid's Wedding. So I'm going to finish this. It's a very short story. So I'm assuming this will take me maybe an hour, probably less. The other day, I actually started reading Royal Holiday by Jasmine Guillory. And by started, I mean I read the first 2 pages. I'm literally on page 3. I'm finally in the mood to read some holiday romances, which is actually good because it's still winter. Obviously, Christmas is coming gone. We are well into the second week of New Year's. I like a wintry romance. I feel like the vibes are good. If you saw my video of the books I want to read in 2025, the King of Sin series by Anna Huang was on there. And I was reading the backs of them and I'm like, I actually feel like I want to read the If Love series first. So I'm going to start with this first book. And if I like it, I'll continue the series. If I am mad about it, then I'll switch to the If Love series. But I'm going to start with If We Ever Meet Again. So you want to talk about race? This book has actually been on my TBR for a while. And if I love it, I'm going to recommend it to a lot of people. Behind Her Eyes, it's been on my TBR since 2023. And I'm going to try to get to it today or in the next 24 hours. And if I don't, then I don't. I also have a couple books on my Kindle. I think The Graham Effect by Elle Kennedy. I downloaded that on Kindle Unlimited. I was going to try to read that. Ask for Andrea by Nicole Ely. My friend wants me to read that, so I got it on Kindle Unlimited. So we'll see if I get to that. Yeah, I have options. I'm a mood reader. So when I finish one, I'm going to be like, what am I in the mood for? And then I'll pick that up. That's kind of the vibe I'm going for. But yeah, I have options. I'm going to stop yapping because I don't know how long this has been, but I'm gonna stop yapping now and I'm gonna start with The Housemaid's Wedding and we will go from there. I made myself a little snack, a bagel and some cream cheese. I will start reading now and it's exactly 9 a.m. now. 29 pages in. This book is like 76 pages. Did I say that already? I'm gonna read and I'm gonna finish The Housemaid's Wedding. Let's get to reading. It is now 12:40 and I actually meant to do a check-in, but I was into reading. Anyway, I finished The Housemaid's Wedding. I could have done without reading it. I don't even remember what it was about again. Oh yeah, it was about the day of their wedding and some creepy stuff is happening, but it's not really creepy. Anyway, it was fine. And then I started and finished Royal Holiday and their conversations were very adult. I will say that. There was some, annoyances and stuff, but it's I don't know. I feel like I'm almost 30. So I feel like I'm entering my era of I would rather just have an adult conversation as opposed to the back and forth. Yesterday, I read Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute. And these friends who had been friends for forever stopped talking to each other because of basically a misunderstanding. I detest the miscommunication trope. And this was very refreshing. It's a holiday book, right? But I mean, besides the fact that it's set during Christmas time, it wasn't oh my goodness, the magic of Christmas. It wasn't that kind of a book. It wasn't like a Christmas movie, Hallmark Christmas movie type of book. It was just set during Christmas time. Anyway, but it was very refreshing to have to see conversations between adults, just, being adults. Anyway, I'm glad I read this and it was a very, very, very quick read. So I'm going to move on. I have to be, what time is it? It's 12:42 right now. I have to get my oil changed in 2 hours. So I need to leave by 2:30 to get to my oil change. 2:20. Let's be maybe like 2:15. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So in about an hour and a half, I need to leave. So I'm debating whether I want to start Behind Her Eyes by Sarah Pinborough. It's a thriller, right? Or if I want to go into a sports romance, The Graham Effect by Elle Kennedy. I am thinking, or maybe If We Ever Meet. No, I'm thinking, well, I just read a romance. Okay, I think I'm going to do Behind Her Eyes, and I will start it, and then I will go to get my oil change, and I'll continue it at the dealership. Ooh, okay. I'm curious. Well, I'm gonna start this now. I don't know how to do when people like film aesthetic things of them reading. I literally just like plop down here like a potato on the couch because I'm a couch potato and read. Like it's not aesthetic at all. So I don't know how people make their videos so aesthetic. So I apologize in advance for this non-aesthetically pleasing video. Hello, here is a mid-book check-in. I actually just came back from getting my oil changed. It is now 3:45. You know, the dealership's right next to Chipotle. So I had to grab some Chipotle. Anyway, so I am going to have a lunch break basically, but I continued my book while I was at the dealership. I'm just about halfway. Chapter whatever, page 150. So I am just about halfway through this book and I'm liking it so far. I've read a lot of I've read a lot of Frida McFadden thriller books, and I can kind of sense what the twist is going to be based on, you know, how it's set up and whose perspective it is, especially because that's my giveaway is like, if it's from one person's perspective, I'm like, I'm not getting the full story, you know, like I'm getting either depicted as a villain or depicted as an angel type of vibe if it's from only one person's point of view. But this book is flipping between Adele, the wife, and Louise, the secretary, who's involved with Adele's husband, David. So it's flipping between those two. And I'm at the point where I feel like from what I'm getting from Adele, there's a plan brewing. Obviously, it's a mystery book. But from what I'm getting from Adele, something happened in the past that involved Louise, I feel like, you know? So anyway, we'll see. I'm going to eat some Chipotle and continue. I don't know if I mentioned, but I want to take my braids out either tonight or tomorrow. And yes, I still have my heart monitor on. If anyone's wondering what this sticker thingy is, it's monitoring my heart because health issues. I don't know if I mentioned, but I want to take my braids out because I want to take my braids out. They are about 2.5 months old now, and I think I want to get it redone before I return to work in a week. Today's basically almost gone. So in 6 days, I'm thinking this. Finish Behind Her Eyes, If We Ever Meet Again by Anna Huang, and then The Graham Effect by Elle Kennedy. Let me eat my Chipotle. Let me get back to my book, and then we'll talk about taking my braids out. If it happens tonight, fantastic. If it doesn't happen tonight, that's also fantastic because I don't really feel like it. But I need to take it out so I can wash my hair so I can get new braids done. Anyway, okay, I've been yapping for too long. I will check in either after lunch or probably when I'm done with Behind Her Eyes. I am liking it so far. I feel like I can kind of sense what's going to happen, but I am liking it so far. So, okay, I just finished Behind Her Eyes. And what? Dude, I have no words. I have no words. Number one, didn't see that coming. Did not. At all. Number two, kind of saw the part before the end. Kind of saw that part coming because I was like, well, duh. It's like a web, like a spider's web. Or actually, no. It's like an onion, the layers being peeled back. What do I even rate this book? I'm so shooketh. I'm gonna leave that at that. I need like a fluffy romance right now. Also, I think I mentioned before that I was gonna take my braids out. I'm scrapping that. I'm not doing it today. Like genuinely, I feel like I'm not gonna be able to stop thinking about this book. But like, what? Okay. Okay. I'm officially done. It's 6:19. I think I might take a 10-minute break. I might do a 10-minute scroll on TikTok break. Well, my phone that I'm filming on. So I think I'll do that and then I'll read The Graham Effect. I've scrapped So You Want to Talk About Race. I feel like this is going to be too heavy for today. And I need something light and fluffy, which I'm hoping. I'm hoping that this will be light and fluffy because Oh, that was too deep. I think I'm going to read The Graham Effect by L. Kennedy. And then I'm going to listen to Daughter of No Worlds by Carissa Broadbent. I don't think you can. Maybe I can show you. Can you see? Can you see what I'm trying to show you? This book. I'm gonna take a 10-minute scroll on TikTok break on my phone, and then we will get into the Graham Effect. My brain needs to stop reeling from Behind Her Eyes, because what was that? If anyone else has read Behind Her Eyes, please, I need to talk about it with somebody without spoiling it, because I'm not gonna do that. Anyway, 10-minute break, we'll get into reading. It's like 11 o'clock now. I'm exhausted, by the way. Like, I'm very, very tired. And yes, I have my tiny little microphone because the sound quality sucks on my phone. I want to cry. I'm, I'm on chapter 40, and writer just told Gigi. Oh my goodness. I am 77% of the way in. It is 11 p.m. I am exhausted. A part of me was like, should I take a break? Should I go to sleep now? But after that chapter, I don't think I can. That's my update. Is the fact that this man just opened up to her and getting people to open up their emotions. I'm rambling, by the way. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm gonna watch this clip back and be like, what the hell were you saying? Because my brain is mush. Who thought it was a good idea to do 24-hour reading challenges? My brain is mush. I feel like by the time my brain like adjusts to one concept, I'm moving on to the next concept because I'm not taking a break because I'm trying to read as many books as I possibly can in 24 hours. Anyway, I'm thinking, and this is a bad idea. I'm very clear this is a bad idea, but I'm thinking of drinking an energy drink right now because I'm so tired and I actually want to finish this book, and then maybe I'll go to sleep, but I kind of don't want to because I actually want to do a fantasy book after this as well. So I think I should stay awake as much as I possibly can. That way when I do go to sleep, I can like just sleep and call the challenge done. I will check in when I have finished this book. It's 12:33 in the morning. 12:33 in the morning. Oh my goodness, I'm so tired. I can't even speak. I rate the previous book a 5 out of 5. I got to the end. It was really cute at the end, and I can't even keep my eyes open. Okay, I'm debating if I should take a little nap. I am now in my bedroom, by the way. Got really, really tired, and I was like, I need to either chug caffeine or maybe take a little nap, but I'm gonna try not to. See, I wanted to get cozy. I wanted warmth. I wanted my blanket. I was thinking, okay, Daughter of No Worlds by Carissa Broadbent. Otherwise, there's a thriller. It's called Ask for Andrea. Maybe I'd read a thriller instead. Maybe that's gonna, keep me awake. But I'm also like, I don't remember anything. I'm too tired. If I feel like I'm about to fall asleep, maybe I'll check in. If I completely fall asleep, well, I will see you in the morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's like 7 in the morning now. You probably can't hear me because I can barely hear myself. I was listening to my audiobook. I don't even know what it's called. I'll put it up right here. I was too tired and I didn't even have the energy to be like, hey, I'm too tired, I'm going to sleep. Anyway, but I have a little sunrise alarm clock. I turned the alarm off, but the sunrise came on. It does the like slow rise from 6:30 to 7, and it woke me up. So it's 7 a.m. I have 2 hours before the end of my challenge. I am on chapter 15, so I think I'm just gonna restart chapter 15 here. We'll see if I remember. If I don't, I'll go to chapter 14, chapter 13. Anyway, I'll check in at 9 a.m. Also, I don't know if you can tell, I sleep on my stomach a lot. I literally have like, it's also on my face, but you can't really tell, but I have like pillow creases. That's how quickly I fell asleep. I've only fallen. Oh my goodness, I'm so tired. I don't know how people do 24-hour reading challenges and actually stay awake. Can I be completely honest? This is a safe space, right? It's still like 7:45 or so, but I think I'm gonna call it. I have an hour and a half-ish left of this challenge. When I woke up, from what I remember pausing, I was on chapter 15 of Daughter of No Worlds, but I was like, I don't remember anything, so I kept going back chapters all the way to chapter 5. Whatever I was listening to at that point in the night, I was not grasping. So we're gonna leave this one as in progress, and I'm just gonna stop the video here. Let's review the books that I read. I started with The Housemaid's Wedding. It's a very short novella. I had already started it before I even started this video, and I could have gone without reading it. I would say, like, yes, it fills that gap in between book 2 and book 3, so The Housemaid's Secret and The Housemaid is Watching, but it's also like it takes place on Millie's wedding day, and it's unnecessary. That was not necessary, you know, that was not necessary. After that, I read Royal Holiday by Jasmine Guillory. I loved the fact that it was two adults. It was a very like adult relationship, and I personally love that. The day before, I was reading Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute, and I was genuinely like, this is a dumb reason for y'all to stop being friends. And that has happened with a lot of books that I'm like, this is dumb. This is miscommunication, and I don't like that. So back to Royal Holiday, I appreciate that they just like talked about shit. Here's what's going on. Let's talk about it. I love that. Then after that, I read Behind Her Eyes, WTF, WTF. I can't give this book a 5-star because the ending, what? I feel like this statement I've made before, but like, what? Anyway, if you have not read Behind Her Eyes by Sarah Pinborough, I think you should. That's all I'm going to say. And then the last book that I fully read was Elle Kennedy's The Graham Effect. Love that book. It gave me icebreaker vibes, as in it's a hockey romance. I'm going to end the video here, and thank you very much for going on this 24-hour reading challenge with me. Yes, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for being here, and I will see you in my next video.